What's good, y'all? This is Simeon bringing y'all the first video of the page, the Genuine Visual Manifesto, created by me and Brian Sykes, my guy. So the whole purpose of it is, if you haven't read on the page already, is to bring you closer to people who are living for God, bring you to the more common people, the more tangible people that you can reach. I'm here right now with Keenan, also known as Coach Kudos, from the T.G.V.M family. Y'all might know him. Got some real dope music. God is Love. What's the name of the other mixtape?
Diary of Everlasting Dream.
Right.
By the way, if you didn't check it out, you need to.
Right. But I want him to, the purpose of this interview is to basically give you some why he does his music and how he relates it to God. But the whole thing about this page is to give you some God in your life. If you don't already have it, get some more in there. So go ahead, Keenan, give me some info on you.
Coach Kudos, 160 Vocation. We all met in Lincoln. Beautiful, you know what I mean? Probably the dopest group that's probably going to be blowing up in Chicago. And I'm not just saying that because they're my friends or for publicity or whatever. You just listen to our music and you will understand. My boy Simi, you know what I mean? You already know. Let's get it.
Alright, so the first question I want to ask you is, why do you feel it's important to incorporate God into your music? What made you want to, put out your mixtape, God is Love? Let's talk about that mixtape first.
Oh, well, God is Love, actually, you know what I mean? Like, as far as that goes, I was really going through a lot of stuff in my life because, you know what I mean, there was a lot of people coming out with, sex songs, trap songs, and all that, and it made me feel like that's what I had to do, but I was really into the word, you know what I mean, and I was really, in church then, my dad would always be hitting me like, yo, you need God, yo, you need God, yo, you need God, and I didn't know how to incorporate him in my music, and then, praying, you know what I'm saying, and I found a way where I can actually just be who I am, and putting God in the mix, it became incredibly easy. Matter of fact, it grows your writing craft. So God is Love. God is Love was something weak quality, but if it was recorded, it would have been dope. Like, yeah.
I wouldn't say quality of it is weak, but I think it's very powerful in my own life because I listen to it and it actually helps me. Just like, if y'all don't already know, Gemstones, formerly known as Gemini, they used to rap with Lupe, or he's still down with the FNF crew, Lupe, but he gave his life over to gospel. To the gospel, he does a lot of dope music. He got the On the Road to Glory joint. Hopefully we'll be able to interview him, catch up with him. But we're back to you. So, in your music, why didn't you take the route that everybody else took with the booty clapping music, getting drunk in the club, all that?
I think it's with, I think because of that, it was like creativity. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of artists lack these days, is creativity. And they don't know that's what makes longevity. You know what I mean? And I didn't do what I'm doing now because of that. It's just that because I found God, and you know what I'm saying? God is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he showed me or whatever. He blessed me with the ability to write about stuff, because the Bible talks about everything. Where people think that clapping and all that, you know what I'm saying, of the booty and getting money or whatever, every song they come out with, they think it's different from the last, you know what I mean, clearly, you know what I mean, it sounds the same throughout every song, you know what I mean, and I was getting really mad. And then being how I grew up in my family in high school and how things went down, you know what I mean, I'm not Trey Songz, my lifestyle wasn't like that, I didn't get girls, you know what I mean, I was a nerd. Plainly put, totally honest with you. I didn't want to be something that I'm not. I didn't want to attract girls, you know what I'm saying, that only notice me because I'm on. But before that, they didn't even give me the time of day. I'm saying, I'm not going to talk about gangsters when I clearly was never one in the first place. You know what I mean? I was so busy just trying to figure out who I was as an individual. You know what I mean? And the more I grow, the more it shows.
I definitely tell that you cut from a different cloth, and So what was some of your influences? What were some of your biggest influences to make music for God? You know, not to just do it to say, okay, I'm a dope rapper, I'm a dope artist, so you can get all the glory. So what made you want to put out for God music that's, you know, shows the heart and love?
Because, you know what I'm saying, people need love, man. God is love. People need love. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, there's a lot more depth to God that people really know. Like, for instance, God can hate somebody. You know what I'm saying? It says that in the Bible. You know what I mean? It tells you about, you know what I'm saying, God tells you about marriage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to give you a song talking about sex, but God tells you how serious it is. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I'm saying? People just, back to what I said first, people need love, man. More importantly than anything, you see what's going on around here. You got the flash mob, somebody got killed that went to my school. You know what I mean? People need love, man. Trap music is dead music. All the music you hearing on the radio right now is killing them. You know what I mean? I know so many dope artists, you know what I'm saying? So many of them that should be on right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Give me some of your secular artists, some of your favorite secular artists, and give me some of your favorite, you know, more gospel artists for God music.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know where to start from. D'Angelo, Pharrell, Q-Tip, Bilal, Novel, Joel Ortiz, Lupe Fiasco, man, Janelle Monáe, Lauryn Hill, Robin Thicke, Justin Timberlake, NSYNC, dog. The list goes on, man. I listen to everything.
Alright, so hit me with some of the gospel artists that you listen to.
Now, that's a different story. Now, as far as gospel goes, gospel music, I didn't really feel it. I think probably the only person that I felt coming out of that is specific songs like I Need You Now by Smokey North, you know, or J Moss, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, we must pray. Ain't that the song? We must pray. Yeah. And but other than Kirk Franklin's I think it was The Appeal. All his choir members were singing individually. But my thing about gospel music is a lot more depth than just that. You know what I mean? You just give them what people want to hear instead of telling them, you know, there's a lot more trouble going on in people's lives. Like Lauryn Hill is a prime example, coming out with Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Right. Dope album.
That was the dope album. She won Grammys and stuff, but the Grammys don't matter, but that was basically a gospel album.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she was more real, 10 times as real as singing. You know, so yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Cool. So, what do you hope to sink into the spirit of the person who's listening to your music? What do you hope that they get out of your music?
Man, what I hope that they get out of my music is that they grow. You know what I mean? Plainly put, they grow in the way that they are. You know what I mean? Like, you got people in the hood, gangsters and stuff like that. If they hear my music, maybe it can get them to start taking care of their children. They can get them off the streets selling drugs. You know what I mean? And be creative in their own way. And it ain't gotta be music. You know what I mean? That's the problem with a lot of people these days. I'm trying to put in a people, be who you are and define what you love. You know what I mean? Because music and athletics is not the only thing black people can do.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a black man that did heart surgery? First man to ever do heart surgery. Most definitely a movie, right? So, the black people really created some dope stuff in the U.S. You know what I mean? And
they built the U.S.
Pretty much, you know. And it's like, dog, they keeping us in the entertainment value. You know what I mean? Like, they put us, like, I'm not gonna say that they put us in societies, but they gave, you know what I'm saying? We're in bogus societies. Every black neighborhood in the U.S., the majority of them are bogus societies. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not no black power. This is whatever. You just see it. You see it going out of some of y'all windows. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to get them to grow. Because this is music. I know that I'm meant to do this. You know what I mean? It's so beautiful when you know what you're meant to do. Because not too many people know it. You know what I mean? So what I want people to do listening to our music, or even my music, PL4's music, or Jamal Mars' music, or whatever. You know what I mean? I want them to grow, be creative in their own, stand on their own too, and be the good person that they're meant to be. I mean, yeah.
Okay. So, what was a life-changing experience? What really changed your life and want to do this for God? What made you really want to do this? Like, give me an example of like a time where you really needed God, and you needed Him. You cried out, and you wanted to hear Him, and you needed Him.
But in actuality, it wasn't even like that. It was kind of a situation. As far as the accident goes, like I heard, you know what I mean, like stuff started happening. Just like, man, I need to get together with God. You know what I mean? It wasn't really a cry out. You know what I mean? But a life-changing point in my life was when I got hit by a truck at 40 miles an hour before I went to work. You know, and then everything just drastically changed, like hard. Like I was just like, man, dog, what's going on right now? High school was going bad. You know, my father was constantly on me. Not trying to make anybody feel sorry for me, but my father was on me, which turned out good in the end. People was always talking about me, you know what I'm saying, preferably my teeth, you know what I mean? I couldn't really talk to nobody or sing, so I was trying, it was something stopping me from doing what I love. Trying to stop me from doing what I love. And in the end, God has revealed to me. I know dreams enough, but you know what I'm saying? He revealed to me what I'm supposed to be and who I am. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
One of the final questions I got for Keenan here is, what advice would you give to somebody who's an artist, who's doing their best just to follow God, who just want to do anything in life, and they just want to have, more so God in their life? What advice would you give to, young adults like yourself or kids, people growing up, the youth? What advice would you give?
What would I give to them? Would be who you are, but find God and figure out the good side of it, and do it. Find what you love and do it to the utmost. Just go. You know what I mean? Like, don't pass up any opportunities in your life whatsoever, because time don't slow down for nobody. You know what I mean? Just go for what you love and make sure it's righteous. Make sure that you're telling people what they need to hear as opposed to what they want to hear. And, you know what I'm saying? Try to stay as far away from trap and sex and all that as much as you can. You know what I mean?
Dope. So, in closing, we're going to have a boy who's Kudos here. Cole's Kudos. So I'm sorry, I got his name wrong. Y'all know him, but we're going to have him to spit something, sing a song, man. Do your thing.
Yeah. I can spit and rap.
You can do whatever you want, brother.
Alright. Rapping, mic check 1 2 1 2. My microphone spasm will leave you enchanted. I'm most demanding for sure. The world circles, so it's hard to go a straight line. Got the only way to add sketches to a perfect picture. I'm trying to heal myself like Yoshimitsu. Flow is sharp, you try to damage, you get Guru Gensu. With flows that spit arrows, cannon barrels, healthy metal with razor blades that will rip your heart into shreds to open up the real love. And love is all we really need to succeed, to finally see freedom for what it really brings. Singing wise. Oh, if only you knew how much I do love you. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't want to do too much. That's it. I'm good.
Well, okay. That concludes our video. Boy Kudos. Check him out. Good Bo. All that. It's a wrap, y'all. You cut it, PL.